felt like Black couples, obviously in our age range, were just a little underrepresented. So we start the podcast, we do the audio version. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all the streaming platforms, and then we put it on YouTube as well. So that's why so you guys will be up there just like how you are. It'll look just like how you see it now. And then once we release it, we'll put it up. We'll send you guys the link and everything, and you guys can put it out and promo it as well. But we really appreciate you guys doing this. So what I do is the intro. I say, hey, what's up, everybody? And then I intro awesome. And then I'll say we have guests today, Henry and Krystal, and then we'll jump right into the conversation.
Okay, cool.
All right. Awesome. All right. Everyone count it in.
Count it in. And 3, 2, and 1.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And you know what time it is. You're now locked back into the Little Miss Entertainment Show, the wedding edition. So if you are a loyal listener, what's up? How are all of you doing? If you're new, I don't know how you got here, but we're glad to have you. As always, I'm here with the awesome nobody. Say what's up to everybody.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you guys are being awesome in this difficult time because you guys are really MVPs.
Absolutely. And I'm Little Miss ENT. You can follow me on all my social media. It's at Little Miss ENT, LILMISSENT. That's short for Little Miss Entertainment. And we have a special episode of the wedding edition. We have a phenomenal couple that came and joined us today. It's Henry and Krystal. Say what's up to everybody, Henry and Krystal.
What's up, everybody?
Hey. So I'm in a grouziness, right?
You guys been like a support system.
There's a lot. Yes, it is. A lot of people, a lot of women in the group have just been expressing how they had to postpone or cancel or do all these different types of things. So I saw Krystal in the comments and I reached out to her and I said, hey, would you be willing to tell your story on the podcast? And that's how we connected.
Yeah.
Yes. So before we jump into all that craziness, my first question for you and Henry, and you guys can kind of tag team it. How did you guys meet? Like, where did you guys meet? How long have you guys been together?
We met through a mutual friend. Believe it or not, we started off as friends.
Wow.
To the point where I was trying to find somebody for him. He was trying to find somebody for me. And I was like, no, we're not going to be together.
Yeah.
So then, how about a year? A year into the relationship?
Oh, so we got engaged?
Yeah.
So we were friends for at least
like
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, like real friends. And then we started dating, and then we were dating for over about a year. And
a couple months.
About a year, let's say a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then about a year and 3 months later, we got married.
Yeah. Guys, could you try turning your audio down just a little bit on your computer? Just turn it down a little bit and try turning ours down because it's just coming through really, really loud.
How about
we can edit all that. Try turning the computer audio down just a little bit, darling. Yeah. It's muted.
How's that?
Krystal, can you guys talk one more time?
Yes, you can hear us?
Yeah.
That's better?
Yeah, that's way better. It was just coming through a little bit. Yeah, that's A-okay. So you guys met, you guys were together for about 4 years. Did I catch that right?
We was friends for 4 years.
We were friends. Yeah.
Wow, friends for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then you guys started dating. So how long after you started dating did Henry pop the question to you?
Like a year and a half.
Okay. All right. So you guys were dating and then for a year and a half later, then you guys got engaged. So that's so beautiful. If you don't mind sharing, how did he propose to you?
Well, the proposal was actually at his aunt's house. It was during pillow talk. So we was just laying down, getting ready to go for bed, and he was like, "Babe, would you marry me?" And I was like, "What?"
That's dope. That's really, really dope.
Would you marry me? I said, "Yeah." Well, why you want to marry me?
And what did you say, Henry?
I think I came up with like a real poetic, sappy way of trying to explain it. that really wasn't me. But I think we got over. And I just flipped it on her like, well, why you say yeah? And so you get the present off me.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's great. No, that's, we got proposed. I did our proposal differently. I did it in front of a large crowd.
Yeah.
And then she had asked me later, like, how would you have done it differently, or would you have done it differently? And I was like, as great as it was for a lot of people, it's really a really intimate thing. You get what I'm saying? Because you really making a lifelong decision. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of gets overwhelming with so many people, but it is more genuine when it's just you and that person, And I was kind of like, if I had a chance to do it again, I would have just done it me and her instead of all the other people.
Yeah. I always said when I propose, my mom and I said, when I propose, it's just gonna be shit now. It's not gonna be nothing she expects. It's not gonna be nothing glamorous, nothing too. Because I want to give her a chance to think about it and be like, I don't know if I do or not, Like I want to give her that benefit, not when when your friends and everybody around here crying and your parents crying. It's hard for women to think about it and be like, I think this is what I really want. So I want to make sure it ain't no moments, it's a clear-cut decision.
Definitely, for sure. It is a lifelong decision. Now, and we talk about it a lot. Awesome and I, we worked together 4 years before he proposed. We had been dating that whole time, and we'll be together 5 years once we get married. And it's like, I don't know, Krystal, how did you feel that day? Because like he did it in such a public manner that I was like, so many cameras and my friends and stuff were there, and he hadn't talked. Crazy. He didn't talk to my mom yet. And with Facebook today, I was like, oh my God, like she knew like it was coming, but she didn't know what day. And so I was like, I was shaking so bad because he really surprised me. And then I called my mom. I was like, just before you see it on Facebook, I want to tell you that Evan proposed to me. And I hung up.
I mean, that night, well, to make a long story short, before we started dating, I started fasting. And I fast for 14 days.
Wow.
So I had already prayed to God and everything on how I wanted the guy to ask me out. So once he asked me, it was already a confirmation. So when he asked me to marry him, he had already had the qualities that I know that I needed in my life.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And so take me through, when did you start planning your wedding, and kind of where were you at in the process leading up to now?
So I was proposed, and I want to say fourth month of being proposed? February, March. Yeah, the fourth month. By April, we had a date and everything, and we started planning. And it went from being small to
So how many people?
So family, he has a big family. So family alone was 98 people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then we added on friends, that made it 130, and that's what we capped. We capped at 130.
Okay.
Now mind you, we didn't have any grooms or bridesmaids. It was just me and him.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay. And so Henry, how was the process of planning the wedding for you? Like, how involved were you in
we talk about that a lot.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
We talk about that a lot. We have a lot of conversations.
See, I just got married, and y'all trying to get it already. No, it was different because I do events for a living, and I tour the world doing different concerts and different events all the time. So when it was time to prepare for our wedding, our first initial plan was that it was just gonna be she and I. We're gonna do something small with the pastor, and we're gonna have a big old cookout, no name, like it's mansion. You know what I mean? That's what people our parents experience being in the mansion type of thing. And then that went from there to my lovely wife wanting a destination wedding, in which I was good. I love the destination wedding, do that, and we do the honeymoon all at one time, which is it's still gonna be a small amount of people.
Yeah.
And then my lovely wife again decided that she want to walk down the aisle with a wedding dress.
Oh.
So now we have to turn the destination wedding into a full-out wedding with a venue and a wedding, a reception, and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, Krystal. So you were indecisive, girl.
Yes.
So and I know a lot of that, right? Like making those decisions and stuff. Did you tell people you were going to do destination and then pulled it back? Or was that kind of something that you, so you told people you were going to do destination and then you were going to do the reception, like
and something, right. Something happened. What happened? Something happened. We was going to do something in Mexico and something was going on around that time. I think
I do remember. It was a couple of years. It was like you said, like a year and a half ago. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Right. So then we was like, no, we don't want our parents to go there and something happened and this would be on our burden, which look at the pandemic. Something's happened and it'll be on our burden. So
yeah. And so were you fully like invested? Did you get like a hall or because like weddings can be expensive. Like
everything.
Everything.
I still wow. Upstairs with the veil and everything.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is the big question. When did you find out per the pandemic that you had to postpone your wedding?
Yeah. When did we find out?
So we were debating on it 2 weeks prior to that.
Wait. I was all in. No, we having my wedding. I'm not canceling my wedding.
Yeah.
He was out.
Listen, I was because hold on, let me tell you why. I gotta sit up here. Because with me doing a lot of work, I started to see that all my shows and everything got canceled. Yeah. At that point, I realized like this is some real stuff.
Yeah.
You know, what put an icing on the cake was the NBA for him.
Well, the NBA, yes.
He was like, "Hey, they canceled the NBA." No way. I was like,
that's bad.
The NBA, which means all my jobs are gonna be canceled next. Because we're doing that about arena and stadiums, but we're not cool, you know. So I'm like, all my jobs will be canceled.
That's true.
And then we're on the phone with the partner of mine. We have a job. I had a job 2 days later, and I'm on the phone with him getting the logistics and everything together. And he got canceled as we're on the phone.
Wow.
And that was an event for like maybe 50 people, like real small private gathering. And I was like, okay, babe, this is really getting serious.
But what also kept me when we spoke. I mean, luckily, the lady, our event planner, the lady who on the event call, one of the owners worked for the CDC. So he was like, you guys will be fine as long as you just keep the area clean and everybody wash their hands. So that still gave me hope. I'm like, okay, I can still have my wedding.
My God.
We saw the ages of the people that were, dying. We was like, oh no, we can't fly our parents out. My family's in Florida. His family was in Florida at the time. So I'm like, they're too old, to be flying them out like this. So it started to get really hectic. And then that's when I had to say, you know what? Yeah, we got to cancel it.
So what?
The last. No option.
Oh my gosh.
The 250 people thing?
No, I got down to the
She was like, no. Then he said 100. She was like, no, I'm still doing it. Then he said 50. She was like, no, I'm still doing it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man,
oh my God. So what day was supposed to be your wedding?
March 21st.
Wow.
Yeah, we still got married on March 21st because we like the whole date. So.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a smart decision. So we're talking about, what was that? 2 weeks ago? I don't even know what day. So 2 weeks ago. So you waited up until the week of. So a lot of questions that I'm getting from the listeners of the podcast are the financial repercussions. And obviously you don't have to disclose numbers, but what did you have to cancel that you couldn't recoup the cost of, like floral or, the food, or what did you have to cancel that you couldn't get the money back for?
So thank God, the food, we know them. Like we have a good relationship with the restaurant. It's at home. It's not too far from our home. So they gave us 100% everything back.
Wow.
And the place is April's place. It's in Georgia, Douglasville,
Oh.
Georgia. If you're ever in the area, you can check them out. Very, very humble people, and we love them. So they gave us 100% everything.
Send me the link. I'll put it below so we can advertise them. Yep.
Floral, we hadn't got that yet because the place that I rented out, it was already pretty. So I really didn't have to do floral. So good thing on floral. What else?
We could not get the money back on the venue.
No.
We had to postpone that. We postponed it.
What was that?
The same date next year.
He said the venue, right?
Yeah, the venue. We can't get the money from the venue, so we have to use that venue next year.
Yeah, so the money on the venue, thank goodness, she said she's going to return her wedding dress. So they won't allow her to do that. So
I get 100% back on my wedding dress and veil because I never took the tags off or anything. Something was keeping me from not taking that tag off. So
That's clutch. That's clutch. That's clutch.
So I get 100% on that. What else?
So we did lose out on things that you do, the normal stuff you do. You pay for labor, and you pay people to do certain things, and you can't really take that.
Right.
Yeah.
Material that's already purchased and it's open already. We could take some. We can take a lot of things.
And what about your suit?
So we did take a hit on it.
Did you? Was there anything on your side, Henry, as far as like your suit and stuff like that, or no?
No, I bought. Well, I can't. I bought mine.
You can't take it back.
Can't take it back.
I bought our son's tux and I bought my dad's tux.
Right.
And all of them got altered, so we can't take them back.
Can't take it back.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. Well, honeymoon.
Oh yeah, honeymoon. We got to get a voucher for the honeymoon.
Wow. Where were you guys going?
Mexico.
We're going to the Hilton in Mexico. They play at their farm. We're going for 5 nights. So
we got a voucher coming in the mail for that.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't get that money back either. We got to do a voucher.
That's to be determined because all this travel is out.
I know, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
December 31st to book another travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you should know by then to be able to rebook. You don't have to book it on the 31st, but to rebook. Got it.
Right.
Yeah.
And looking on the positive, y'all might see some other places out there y'all want to go because the flights is cheap now. You might be able to go do a double to make up.
Maybe. Well, he got to see because once this whole thing goes to rest, he's gonna be back at it. So
it's funny, Henry. So, are you a musician? Is that what you said?
No, I'm an engineer. I'm a sound engineer.
Oh, sound engineer. So I oversee concert venues. So I had to reschedule all of the concerts that were on tour. So I've been trying to play it by ear from the music industry. I'm like, all right, so right now we're at June bookings that, we rescheduled March, April, May. Now they're saying we got to see what happens with June, but I think we're going to have to reschedule most of June bookings, but all the tours have just like laterally pushed back. So if you were in April, now that date's in November. So now you're trying to redo the whole schedule for shows that you already had booked. So I do understand. I'm very empathetic on that part because these are people, the whole tour, it's their livelihood, it's their time that they spend with their family. They thought they were going to be on tour for 3 months in the summer. Now they're going to be on tour the end of the fall into the winter, so then the holidays and all of that. So it does get a lot of people are affected by this. The one thing that a lot of people are reaching out to me about, and I would love to hear from you, Henry and Krystal, both of your perspectives. Krystal, and you seem like a joy. You're so bubbly and bright, but how did you feel when you finally came to grips and said, I can't have my wedding? Oh, do I need my tissues?
At first, I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was crushed. Like, I was so mad. I wasn't mad at him. I wasn't mad at people. I was just mad at the situation. Because my whole thing is, I want both of the families to come together and be able to have a good time together. And when I knew I couldn't have that, I was like, you know what? This is crazy. So I was sad. I was really sad.
Yeah, we were talking, like you said, as stuff was unfolding on the news. I do a lot of traveling for work. All my travel had got canceled, and once I saw the NBA, it was really when they put the kids out of school. I was like, oh, this is big. Yeah. So I had mentioned to her, and I was like, yo, do you want to talk about? She's like, nope.
I was like,
I don't even want to talk about
don't put that bad energy on my wedding.
When is your wedding day?
So ours is July 5th.
Yeah.
But
so y'all want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think you guys should talk about it.
I had to ask you twice. I know what I was saying.
My bachelorette party was supposed to be May 1st through the 4th in Las Vegas. We had to cancel that. And then my bridal shower was supposed to be June 5th. So I think we probably, I'm going to play it by ear with that, but that doesn't look likely. At this point, if we can have the wedding in July, that would be a blessing. I would forego all that other stuff as long as we can have the wedding. But I'm still kind of like, I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it. She didn't want to bring it up.
I mean, I would say talk about it just so you can get your mental right. I'm happy that I have my mental right, even though my feelings and everything, but I had my mental. So
I ain't gonna lie, I cried today. He was just talking to me about something, and we came across that topic, and I was just like boohoo crying. I was like, I don't want to talk about it.
Please talk about it. Please.
Yeah.
So we holding on. We being optimistic. And I guess, we're probably thinking like, we'll see what happens in like May or June. You know what I'm saying? And then probably if June's not looking good, early June, then we'll just have to go ahead and call it. But we're going to try to give it as much time as we can.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For
and
sure.
Also a good thing, our family members were so understandable. Like everybody was. Like we didn't get no backlash on like, oh my God, you made me buy this ticket. We didn't get none of that. So that was a good thing.
That's awesome. So Henry, how did you react? Because I know you guys don't want to see us upset. So how did you feel about the whole situation?
Okay, let me be honest. I was over the wedding. I'm being 100% honest. I was never really into the wedding.
We love it. Yeah.
I was never really into it. I was okay with the match and that's cool. And we got all our family, which is great. We all want to go. And I was okay with the destination because we're the destination, And when we started doing planning the wedding part, I'm like, I'm not really concerned about the wedding. I'm doing it just because she wants to. I'm just gonna make sure she don't go way over budget.
Yeah.
But that's really it. So
for sure.
I was like, oh God.
Darling,
what? Apologize to me, though.
I apologize.
He was like, "I'm sorry, baby." I'm like, "Why you apologizing? It's not your fault."
Yeah.
I was trying to say anything to like comfort her at that moment.
Yeah.
That's
what you can do.
Yeah, there was a lot of apologies, and a lot of cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we had to go to Florida because also his auntie wasn't feeling well, so we had to go to Florida. Yeah. So then when we found out, when we put out the e-bite. And we said we're counseling. I was like, you know what, babe? We're going to Cheesecake Factory and we're gonna buy a whole bunch.
There you go.
7 different flavors.
Yeah.
Oh, that y'all look. See, you're gonna get your blessings. You guys seem like an amazing couple, and all you can do. We talk about it a lot on the podcast here. It's more so about the marriage than the actual wedding day, right? Like,
I will say one thing: when it comes to dealing with weddings. And we both agreed to this, but the minute when we did it with just like 6 people. And the minute you up there saying your vows, you don't think about nothing else that you're doing. Like none of it becomes important. The wedding, the money you spent, how beautiful her dress is, how gorgeous she looks, like none of that matters. Okay. Yeah. So the vows is real. But when he said it, he's like, woo.
Yeah.
Like for real.
That's good advice.
So did you guys get married at just like a justice of peace, like a courthouse?
No, we got married at our original church.
Oh, so you got married at church? Okay, got you.
Yeah, our pastor was ready to come to Florida. Whatever we wanted to do it, our pastor was ready to do it.
Oh,
that's a blessing. That's beautiful.
That is so beautiful. My uncle is marrying us, and he is Yeah, he's a minister, but he's in Buffalo, New York. So he would come down to marry us. So I don't know if we had to kind of do it on the fly. If we wanted to get married that day, we'd probably have to get married at the Justice of Peace. But he says he doesn't want to do that. So I'm like,
you know, because I had went for like a traffic violation. And in between, like somebody's ticket, somebody's DUI, this couple came in. I was like, what are they dressed for? And it was like, oh wait, we gotta pause for a marriage. And I'm like, oh man, this is not the way you want it. And then after they was done, then they just started calling other people back up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not what I want to do.
I went to one before. It was a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so. Different areas set up and everything else.
Oh, okay. See, that was a good one.
I told him my sister got married at the courthouse, and I don't know where I've seen what he's talking about, but they only did marriages the day that she was there. So it was like one wedding after another, and then they start taking the rest of the court cases after that.
So I said, if it's like that, I'm down, but not between, you know what I'm saying, the aggravated assaults and the DUIs. Yeah.
That's true. That's definitely
with the domestic violence.
So y'all getting married and they breaking up.
Exactly. You don't want that bad energy. You don't want that bad energy. So what advice would you guys give to people? Obviously, this is going to span, you guys were supposed to get married on March 21st. They're saying they're extending this another 30 days for like the kind of, stay at home, the stay at home, self-quarantine type of deal. The kids are out of school till April. So this looks like it's going through May, potentially June before large gatherings will happen. What advice would you give to a couple, obviously, that's going to have to postpone their date?
My advice would be just focus on YouTube. Like at the end of the day, it's you two that have to go through that marriage. And then, don't wait till the last minute. Talk about it with your mate and y'all come to an agreement. Get as much as you can back, because at the end of the day, you still have to live after your wedding. You have to live after your wedding. And I know we're young, so sometimes we don't think about that. We don't think about living after our wedding. We just think about that moment.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's
for
good
sure.
advice. Yeah.
Oh, what I told him? Cancel it now.
I like Henry.
I used to tell them that, listen, if you on it, like really if you on it, go ahead and cancel now and use the opportunity you have because of the virus that people will give you back your stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a legitimate excuse. It's not like, it will go over a court and everything. You're like, so use that and don't spend no more money on it. And then really think about what you plan on getting, why you want to get married. And think about like if it's the wedding or if it's your marriage. Really think about that, because that wedding, after when it's done that night, you gotta really do it first.
That's true.
And make sure that you're not just married just because of an event that you want to have. You want to be the most beautiful, the most handsome, whatever it is that day. Make sure you focus on that with your partner. Think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
That is amazing advice. I think that, we get so caught up. It's so easy with the social media and all these TV shows, these reality shows about like weddings and all this kind of stuff. And I think you said it best, Krystal, like, plan your budget. Like it's a lot of things that people just overspend. They're getting all this stuff. They see people doing it for the gram, not realizing like you had a whole life that you got to begin after this one day.
You got a lot of bills.
A whole lot of bills. And we come from a whole generation where if you went to college, you in debt from school and all of that. So, we don't want it to be, it's more focused about the marriage than that wedding day, because the wedding is supposed to be about the love that's surrounded by you from your family and the people that care about you. And Henry, I was getting choked up when you said about how like when you hear those vows, it hits different. My heart's still pounding from that, what you just said. I'm like, that's so true.
Does, man. When the pastor was allowing us to repeat after him, I'm like, I never remember this being so long. Did you add on to this?
Oh,
yeah. Listen, man, I had to try to tell Joseph and this stuff because I was like, man, this is really, really something serious.
Yeah, from rich
like,
to
this is the biggest commitment you want to ever make in your life.
Yeah.
Like, we've been blessed that we just purchased a home. Well, all within last year. First was the home, first was one of the cars that we wanted to like ever that we thought we could never have, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
So, but even those commitments were like, all right, cool, I can sign this on right now. But then at the altar, it was like,
I see now why men cry at the altar. Because he's like, they're thinking about everything they did in their past. And it's like hitting them right now. It's like, oh Lord, this is really deep.
And you gotta think about how people will react to it. You know what I mean? We think about this stuff. And we think about like, man, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. We're like, man, it's stupid why we do think about it. But we think about it. And all that started hitting us all at one time while we said these pounds, all the flights and all this other stuff that's 80 pounds. Yeah, it's crazy.
For sure.
It's a big step, and a lot of emotion comes out. Like you said, it does get overwhelming. And then that energy from everybody, you know what I'm saying, on you, and then your energy that you're giving out, it just makes a bomb going off. You're just like,
But funny because even if it was just 6 people there, I felt like if I turn, I'm gonna see the whole 130
energy.
It was just the spirit and the energy that we got from that. It's crazy. It was crazy.
That's so beautiful. Y'all seem so happy. Like, you know, even regardless of like it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be, you guys seem like you're meant to be and you're happy, and that's all that matters. And that's such a beautiful, I think I needed this conversation more than I needed you to be on the podcast, because like I'm telling you, I was having an emotional day. I was like, he was like, well, it's gonna be like this, and if it gets canceled, I was like,
I guess I was the same way. But now I realize at the end of the day, it's just about me and him. That wedding, nobody else. It's me and him.
I kept trying to tell her I'm trying to prep her for it, but I kept saying, listen, baby, it's not gonna be perfect. She's like, yes, it is. I'm like, Krystal, it's not gonna be perfect. And then I came to the cocktail hour, and she's like, nobody asking my advice, and I'm like, no, you reason why we're having this in the midst of the I'm not asking you about no more. Now I'm gonna put my foot down and make some wise decisions. You want to have us all in there talking on each other.
You gotta look the level head. You gotta make the level decisions.
The guys, you guys do keep level headed.
You don't want to disappoint the love of your life, and you know what I'm saying, the person that you're gonna be with for the rest of your life. At some point, you gotta be like, listen, okay, now we get carried. And I'm gonna save you from real heartache by breaking your heart down.
The bigger picture comes into play a lot of the stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you sort of think about that. Definitely.
I mean, this was just an amazing conversation. I really appreciate you guys for calling in, chiming in on the computer. I really appreciate this. You know, I just want to kind of leave all of the women out there listening. You've heard Krystal and Henry's story. You guys follow me and Awesome's journey. If you don't get anything from this, it ain't about that dress, girl. It ain't about them flowers. It ain't about them popping bathing suit pictures you took on your bachelorette party. It is about you and your husband and what you will build and the memories that you will have for the rest of your life, because that day is a glorious day. It's a joyous day. Your family is there, but the birth of your first child, graduations, you know, all of those things, those Thanksgivings, those Christmases, whatever you celebrate, you will have that bundled up a million times worth more than just that one day. So, just keep your heads up. We're praying for everybody out there. I know that it's crazy. Call your vendors. You know, I think Krystal is giving you guys great advice. Cut the bleeding where you can, right? Like cut it off. Like stop ordering that stuff off of Etsy. It ain't happening next week. You know, pause all the Amazons. Like don't do it to yourself. Just come to grips and realize that you're going to have to shift and pivot. Please, please, please. Do you guys have any last kind of little tidbits, anything you'd like to say?
I mean, my last thing is your last resort is Walmart. I got my wedding dress at Walmart for $14.96. So
you got it. Nice.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Go for your last resort.
Man, I'm about to sound so industry right now. I mean, but I just got to thank the people that helped us So thank you to April's Place. Thank you to Pastor Alvin Freeman at Courageous Worship Church. Everybody that came, Pastor Freeman, everybody that really stuck with us, even though it was a scary situation for a lot of them. A lot of them didn't want to. They still help us make it happen. So thank them. And also, please do premarital counseling. Everybody.
Please, premarital.
And be honest.
And be honest. And make sure you go to somebody where you can call in the middle of the week and say, hey, we need this counseling.
Yes.
That's big.
We did a whole episode on premarital counseling. We went to premarital counseling. It will open your eyes to everybody out there that didn't listen to that episode. You hear it from another couple outside of Awesome and myself. The things that you talk about in that premarital counseling are things that you've never dug into with any relationship that you've ever been in. It's just not. It's different. It really is. It really is. Yeah.
That's be honest with it too. It's, if you're not honest, it's not gonna help.
At all.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Definitely gotta be honest.
Yeah. You're gonna get in trouble for it. Like, listen, get in trouble now before you get married.
Yep.
Be honest with it. That's all it is.
Absolutely. I'm not sure. Are you guys on social media? Are your platforms open?
His platform is, mine not.
Okay. Henry, do you want to put your platform out there? If not, don't feel pressure.
Follow me on Instagram at I am King Choco, CHOCO, and the number 1 on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's just Henry Choco Timothee.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you enough for calling in, like I said, and chiming in. This was an awesome episode. We really appreciate it. As always, where can they find you at, Awesome?
I'm on Instagram, awesome_nobody, Twitter, awesome NOBDY.
And you can follow me at Little Miss ENT, LILMISSENT. Make sure you check out the Wedding Edition. We're on all streaming platforms and Patreon. Check us out on YouTube, the Little Miss ENT Show. And as always, I love you guys for listening because 100% you didn't have to. Have a great day. Peace.
That's cute.
Oh, Henry and Krystal, thank you so much. We appreciate it so much. Krystal, if you could send me, you guys, a picture of you guys, like if you have like your engagement picture for the promotional and all your social media. I know you said yours is private, but if you want to send me Henry's, but I would like to just follow you personally, if you don't mind.
Well, I deactivated mine for a little bit. I'm actually going through a little fasting, so it'll be back and running. It'll be back and running soon.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great evening.
All right, you
take care.
Bye-bye. Oh, they were great.
Just gotta kick them, and then that's it.
That was awesome.